following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Oh, welcome into what is this, Tuesday edition? It's Sickness Tuesday. Everyone is sick, but me apparently. Knock on all of the wood. Knocking on all the wood around here. So glad to be with you. We are going to have a very abbreviated show today, but wanted to let you guys know that we are kind of feeling under the weather. Justin and Mo both having some issues. So it's that time of year. It's not unusual. I'm sure you guys are probably dealing with something similar at some point either in the near past or near future. But I wanted to get on here and give you guys at least the rundown and maybe take you to a couple of press conferences from earlier today and earlier this week. So we'll get to that real quick. We'll also let you know about our guests that we have coming up this week as well. So yeah, stick around with us. But right now we're going to get you into the rundown here in just a few moments. That's right. That's yesterday's results and today's schedule. Here we go. In girls basketball action last night, it was Blackman 54-49 winners over Coffee County. Huntland down Culleoka 65-19. Dixon County 67-46 winners over Fairview. It was Grace Franklin 60, Antioch 39. Cheatham County a 47-43 winner over Greenbrier. Hampshire took care of Mount Pleasant 65-53, while Spring Hill down in Lewis County 81-49. It was Station Camp 59-37 winners over Mount Juliet. Rockville 61-22 over Cascade. Hendersonville fell to Rossview 51-36, and Clarksville Christian got a 47-24 win over Stewart County. And Gordonsville down to Watertown 50-45. In boys basketball action, it was Blackman 49-40 winners over Coffee County. Huntland down Culleoka 72-42. Fairview 78-64 winners over Dixon County. Grace Franklin defeated Antioch 60-49, while Greenbrier down to Cheatham County 68-58. It was Mount Pleasant 67, Hampshire 31. Cascade 72-69 winners over Rockville. Rossview took care of Hendersonville 83-69, while Hillwood down to Shelbyville 75-48. Station Camp edged Mount Juliet 44-41. Stewart County 53-34 winners over Clarksville Christian, and Gordonsville's men 40-35 over Watertown. Women's basketball action in the collegiate level, Union down Trevecca 80-65, and in junior college play, Pearl River Community College 95-28 winners over Columbia State. In men's basketball action, it was Alabama A&M 71-55 over Fisk, and Oakwood took care of Cumberland by a hair 74-73. Tonight's basketball schedule at 3:30. Tipping today, Columbia Academy is at Providence Christian in a doubleheader. All of these are doubleheaders. Giles County goes down to Athens of Alabama. That's a 5 o'clock tip, and the rest of these are at 6 o'clock unless otherwise noted. I'm pretty sure the rest of them are all at 6 o'clock. It's Summit at Beach Canton Ridge hosting Independence. Siegel goes to Centennial, while West Creek heads to Clarksville Academy. Northwest is at Northeast, while Columbia Central hosts Rockville. Davidson Academy goes to CPA, and Moore County's at Culleoka. Nolensville at Franklin. Friendship Christian hosting Portland, and Mount Juliet goes to Gallatin. Tennessee Heat's at Goodpasture. Oakland's at Green Hill. Hampshire playing host to Lewis County, while Fairview goes to Hickman County. Ravenwood's at Hillsboro. Smyrna's at Hunters Lane. Independence Academy hosts Republic. Antioch goes to John Overton. Mount Juliet Christian's at Lancaster Christian. Loretto is at Lawrence County. Merrill Hyde at Liberty Creek. Lipscomb Academy at home against Baylor. It's Hume Fogg going to McGavock. Mount Pleasant at home against Wayne County. Creekwoods at Page. Pope Preps at home against Laverne. Lebanon's at Riverdale. Zion Christian is at Santa Fe. East Hickman goes to Spring Hill. Stewart's Creek hosts Kenwood. Stratford's at home against Martin Luther King. Greenbrier goes to Sycamore. Montgomery Central's at Todd County Central, Kentucky. Middle Tennessee Christian is at University School of Nashville. Webb School is hosting Grace Franklin. Springfield's at White House Heritage. And Brentwood is at Wilson Central. For those of you looking for the Richland East Robertson game, that game has been canceled due to lack of bus drivers for Richland. So no Richland at East Robertson tonight. Girls basketball only, 5 o'clock. St. Cecilia Academy is at Brentwood Academy. Brentwood Academy is at home. And in boys game, Nashville Predators are back home after the flooding of Bridgestone Arena. They'll take on the Anaheim Ducks. The puck will drop at 7 p.m. You can watch it at Bridgestone Arena or Valley Sports South. And that is going to do it for your rundown. All right, that is going to do it for my portion of the show. This week's guest includes AL.com's Nebias Wilburn. He'll come in and talk Hugh Freeze tomorrow. We'll also catch back up with Chip Walters and talk Middle Tennessee State sports. Mo and I will make our Blue Cross Bowl predictions tomorrow, and we'll visit with Oakland coach Kevin Creasy on Thursday. Scott Rabelais is set to join us on Friday for the Baton Rouge Advocate, and that'll be ahead of the championship game. Please make time to join us at 2 o'clock each day. After this break, we'll go to the press conferences held earlier today by the Nashville Predators and Sunday's post-game press conference from Mike Vrabel, Ryan Tannehill, and Derrick Henry. Please stick around. This is Main Street Sports Today, presented by Mid-Tennessee Bone & Joint. We'll be back after this. Mid-Tennessee Bone & Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net. Hey folks, while we take a quick break from the show, I want to tell you about our friends over at Custom Stone Handlers in downtown Columbia. Ed Rich and his team at Custom Stone Handlers believe in leadership. And outside of the military, our greatest leader building platform is sports. Custom Stone Handlers proudly encourages young people to get in the game. You can contact them today at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStonehandlers.com.
Jones & Lang Sporting Goods here in Columbia has been outfitting teams, officials, and anybody else from T-ball to college for 50-plus years. Be sure and check them out at 931-388-8060 or online at jonesandlang.com. Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Zion Christian Academy, ZionEagles.org or 931-388-5731. You can schedule your appointment. Go tour their campus. It is beautiful over there, and you're definitely going to want to see it. Again, it's ZionEagles.org. Give them a call, 931-388-5731, and schedule your tour today.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Tennessee. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Mid-Tennessee Bone & Joint has been the official sports medicine provider for Murray County Schools for more than 40 years. We specialize in orthopedic injuries, and our Ortho Quick walk-in service lets you bypass the ER. Visit us online at www.mtbj.net.
Thanks everybody for coming. CEO Sean Henry, Scott Potter is the Director of Water Services for Metro Water, and turn over to Sean to get started.
I think Scott's part of our crew now. We spent so much time in the building the past few days. Kevin, I agreed to do this because I figured there'd be coffee and water down here, but such are the effects of the flood, I guess. And that's really the theme. When you guys walked around today, you're probably saying the same thing everyone else is saying. We just talked to a few of the Ducks people, and they'll say, wow, where was the flood? And we're looking at each other, well, it's where you were standing. So we're really proud of our whole team, all of our city partners, our sponsors, for getting us to where we are right now. And when you think about what happened, you don't know the exact gallons, but it's in the millions of gallons of water poured into the building, onto the concourse, came right through into the event level. But you look at the response, we're just so excited about it. I mean, there's really good news around tragedy. Some tragedy is a pretty small tragedy. No one was hurt. We lost, some money, some equipment. But when you look at what happened, how fast people responded to this, especially from Metro Water, this thing was shut off by 7:15 the Friday after Thanksgiving. I don't know what you're all doing the morning after Thanksgiving. We're all getting ready to play a game, but a lot of people move a little bit slowly the Friday after Thanksgiving, and it was no different, except we had over 100 people in the building by 8 o'clock. We had 300 people in the building by 11 o'clock. Those people, some were our employees, some were from Case Restoration, but many were just from our partners. It was from the Department of Emergency Services at the city. It was Metro Water. You looked around and you didn't know everyone in the building. It was a pretty cool thing. Everyone responded so quickly to get the water off, get the water out of the building, which we're still working on. And then we went right to the dry out mechanism. At one point, I think we had over 1,000 fans in the building. Well, 17,000 fans tonight. We had 1,000 box fans drying out the building. We had temporary ductwork set up throughout the building by noon, 1 o'clock or so on Friday. And the entire weekend, everyone gave up their holiday weekend. Now, some of us, it was easier because you were escaping your in-laws. But, for others, you were walking away from what you wanted to do. And the entire, 24 hours a day, 4 days in a row, everyone was in this building, making sure we get back to where we could be. The fact we're hosting a game tonight is pretty remarkable. I know a lot of people were disappointed we didn't host a game Friday or Saturday or a college game Friday night, but there was some thought that we wouldn't be able to host an event for a month. And when you look at this flood versus the natural disaster flood of 12 years ago that a lot of people try to make a comparison to, which we don't like the comparison because that flood was so devastating to the whole city. People lost their lives, people lost their homes, people lost their way of lives. So it's not fair to compare it. But from the building standpoint today versus back then, this has probably been worse for the building because back then it was dirty water, which was worse. This was clean water, which is better. But then all the water came from the ground up, where this came from the top down. So it's from the concourse level down. So virtually every one of our systems is challenged right now. We're limping through. We're going to host a great event tonight. We're going to have a great concert Friday night. We're going to do a lot of work before the game tonight, between today and the concert, and then following the concert. But we're probably going to remediate from this for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Every single electrical system, every piece of video will either be replaced or taken apart to be dried out and cleaned. But we don't know the full extent of the financial damage, but it's extensive. But what's great? We're going to host an event tonight. And like all of you, we're going to have 17,000 fans come in and say, wait, was there really a flood? And that's a good thing. Now, the bad thing is I kind of wish they would see a little bit more damage or some of, the temporary ductwork and all the fans around. So they're a little bit more patient. We know our fans, they're the best in the world. They will be patient. Half our elevators won't work tonight. Maybe 1 or 2 get up and running, maybe not. Maybe a few more things go down. We're in front of the temporary backdrop right now instead of the video board because it's not working. So there'll be some inconvenience to our fans. But the best thing of all, we're playing hockey in Smashville in front of our fans. So we're really, really excited about it. And again, a lot of people keep calling and acting like something awful happened. And it was devastating, but it's just physical loss. Fortunately, no one was hurt. But again, if you can't focus on the positive that came out of this, you're missing something because this is a special city. Everyone rallied around a building to get us up and operational. And we're so thankful to everyone from the mayor's office to OEM to obviously our partners at Metro Water, who, and you think about it, I got that call I think I missed your call first, right, Bill? At 6. And then I got one from half the guys standing in the back of you right now. It's our leadership group behind you. And then my phone just kept ringing. By the time I got here, there were already, 15, 20 employees here. And almost immediately the water was shut off and we just started correcting where we were. So again, we're just thankful, to you, Scott, your entire department. It really was awesome to see how many people outpoured to help. Every one of our food partners just started delivering food. You didn't even think about it, right? The Omni told us the doors are open, come over, use the bathrooms, coffee's there for you. Because we, literally, we had a lot of water, just none that could wash your hands or drink or flush the toilet. So it really is incredible when others reach out to help you. And it's pretty humbling. It really is. So we're very grateful for it. But if you have any questions, we're here to answer them. Most of the answers will be true. Some will be some exaggerations, but Scott is here for any technical answers you may have. Oh, first thing is, all right, whose fault is it? Who we're going to blame? Like, who we're going to put in the pit? At first, walking out the door, someone called me and said, make sure you bring, your boots. I thought, how bad can it be? So reluctantly, I threw my duck boots in my trunk. And as I pulled in, saw the river, the Cumberland River going down to Mumbrian. I said, I better put those babies on. I'd take the tag off. I don't want to get made fun of because they're fairly brand new. But right away, you realize how much worse it was than you expected or thought. And you think there was a flood, there was some water running the building, an inch or two of water, no big deal. We'll get it out. We'll play. And then you realize, millions of gallons of water cascaded, throughout the concourse, the whole thing, through the box office, down our down aisles, down through the electrical rooms, the water systems, everything that we have. So then you started thinking, all right, we have a game at 1 o'clock. Is it possible? And we're a can-do group. And everyone's like, how do we get that done? But probably by 8:30, 9 o'clock, we realized we're going to have to look at this game differently. And that's when our team just mobilized so well. First, what do we do with the Northeastern Western Michigan game? Can we move it out to Fort Ice Center despite that tournament going on? It's one of those kids to be able to experience the best of Smashville. And, we sat with hockey operations and we talked about, okay, if we can't play today, what about tomorrow? And, I like waiting until you should make a decision to make a decision. And so we postponed Friday's game. And probably by noon on Friday, we realized Saturday's game was probably not going to happen, but let's just assess where we're going to be. But what was amazing is most of the water was pumped out of the building by Saturday morning. I know that sounds not very fast, but it's incredibly fast because we had to wait for a lot of water still to leach down from the ceilings and the walls and the carpeting and up. And then it started drying out and you realize we're not going to be able to play Saturday, but our system is up and running. We rebuilt the ice Friday afternoon, Friday night. So technically we had that side of it. But, tonight we'll have a temporary TV studio running our scoreboard, so we'll be able to have replays and a clock and hopefully more power play clocks than penalty kills, but they'll be up and running. But it's going to look like a TV show as opposed to what we experience in our bowl normally. But all those things started getting put in play. But probably by 4 or 5 o'clock, we felt pretty confident that we'd be able to host an event today if our fire panel, our safety panel, and certain things were operational. They weren't over the weekend. They are now. You look at, Nashville Fire Department and Fire Watch, and they've been with us every step of the way for the past 3 or 4 days to get that up and running as well. So again, so many people came out to make this happen.
This holiday season, the largest lantern event in the country returns to Nashville Zoo.
Yeah, Jimmy.
After sunset, come see more than 1,000 Chinese lanterns. All new designs including mythical beasts, a fantastical North Pole village, even a dragon soaring over your head. Welcome back to Zoo Illumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net.
What was your interpretation, or what did they tell you about the last play, the personal foul?
They didn't, give me any interpretation. They just said that obviously what that is it felt like we hit the snapper in the head or neck area.
Did they announce strong? Was it tart?
I don't know. Again, you had the better view than I did. I saw a quick replay. So,
what was your take after seeing that replay?
I don't know. And we're trying to block the kick. That's all it was. I don't know. We'll have to take a closer look at it, see what it was. It was a quick replay. I don't know if we hit him in the head or not. They felt like we did. It's not like we lost the game, guys. We can sit here and talk about one play. Like, what else you got?
What was going wrong in the rushing attack? It seemed like, especially Mike.
Couldn't block him. Couldn't move him. Tried some different schemes and, give them credit. But, we got to find ways to run the football.
How costly was the inability to capitalize in the red zone today?
Like a lot of other things, about as much as it was giving up big plays and not getting in any turnovers and not stopping the run. So I think we're all 4 phases didn't do a good enough job today, being coaching and special teams, offense and defense.
You lost the physical battle today, Mike?
Yeah, I think the numbers would say so. The numbers would say so. Obviously, the way we rushed the ball, the way that we stopped the run, I don't think we tackled well. We weren't able to get into any rhythm in the running game. So, I felt like there were times where things were working and clicking, and then, weren't able to continue to sustain that. I thought we'll see how we covered kicks on tape.
Yeah, their running success, just bad tackling, or what did you see there?
Just, understanding that, we're going to have to be able to fit some runs and play post or split safety defense against teams that, have the skill players that they do. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to tackle. There's a lot of missed tackles out there today from first view.
How hard is it to defend Burrows scrambling too, given everything else you have to defend?
We got to affect the quarterback better than what we did today. I hope we didn't think we were going to show up and sack him 9 times. We didn't do enough, to affect the quarterback.
Traylon Burks with a big game today. How much of a spark did he provide, especially in that drive leading to that field goal?
I'd say not enough. That would be my first answer, Joe. But continuing to progress and make the play down the field. I know that he probably left one out there on a check that Ryan had. I think on the 3rd down. They blitzed us and Ryan, gave him a chance. But really proud of the way that he bounced back and wasn't frustrated. Obviously he was disappointed, but to go make the play down the field, that was huge.
What was the thought process kicking versus leaving the offense on the field on that last 4th down there in the 4th quarter?
Just trying to, secure some points and get a stop. That's what the thought process was. And, 4th and 5, we were trying to just make it closer for Caleb, the 3rd and long. I think the process was that we could get it stopped and, have a chance to either win the game or tie it. That's what the thought process was.
What did you see in the play challenge?
I thought I saw the ball move and figured either way it was probably a decent time to reset the defense. We were kind of been scrambling a little bit, so, didn't have a great view upstairs. That one's on me, not Stretch. And, there wasn't really a replay. And I just figured that either way, we need to calm down and try to force him to kick a field goal.
How did Caleb handle things today?
Well, I thought well. We had the one that, unfortunately didn't. But, other than that, I thought he stepped in and had was ready to go. I'm excited to get out there and kick for us today.
On that one that didn't go right, was it something with the hold or just the?
Yeah, like they always, when we miss them, it's a bad snap, a bad hold, and a bad kick. Make sure you write all 3 of those down. That's what happens.
Bad snap, bad hold,
Mm-hmm. We didn't make it.
But sometimes it's something with the operation. Other times he just pulled it. So that's what I was trying to get your perspective.
Maybe I just think we missed the kick. We missed the kick today. Caleb missed that one, but that was, when we used to miss them. We went through all those kickers that one year. Every time we'd miss one, I'd blame it the snap or the hold, and it kind of the kickers like that. But
I know you like to talk about the players that play, but did you think you were going to have Ben today, and was that kind of a last?
Ben wasn't available today, Jimmy. So, we have to be ready. Everybody has to be ready when they walk in the building in a week to be ready to play as a starter, to be ready to play in the game. Things change throughout the week. We get 48 guys. Sometimes we bring guys up from the practice squad. Sometimes things happen late in the week. So, everybody has to be ready to go.
On a Higgins touchdown, does McCreary need to play that more physically? Was it too physical by the offense in your estimation?
I don't know. It looked like everybody told me the ref reached at it. Maybe his hip was itching and he reached at his flag and then decided not to throw it. I don't know. But, I think we have to try to, obviously go and play as physical as we can without, you play the ball and you get to be a little bit more physical. But, I think the guy made a play.
costly were the red zone opportunities today that you guys weren't able to capitalize on?
Yeah, just got to be cleaner in the red zone. Obviously, it's something we pride ourselves on and put a lot of focus and importance on, throughout the season. And today we didn't execute well enough.
Anything in particular in the red zone? Looked like maybe a couple drops hurt the cause.
Yeah, just overall, we just didn't make enough plays down there. We got down there a few times and had some opportunities, but just didn't make enough plays.
I guess the end of the half, not being able to get points there and kind of finish off that drive.
I mean, it was a little frustrating, but we did a good job of moving the ball down the field, and at the same time, as an offense, we want to be able to get in the end zone there. They did a good job of kind of playing soft and holding us out there at the end. But yeah, would love to come away with points right there.
What did they do better against the run than a lot of other teams have done for you guys this year?
I'll take a look at the tape. We knew they were going to be physical and big up front and one up us a lot, put a bunch of guys on the line of scrimmage, and that's what they did. I don't think that was a surprise to anybody. We'll have to take a look at the tape and see exactly what was going on up there.
You guys are typically a team that's really successful in the run. When you're not on a day like today, how difficult does that make it in the passing game?
I mean, we still had some opportunities. We made some plays down the field. I thought we did some good things in the passing game. Made some plays. Some guys made the plays down the field for me, Traylon, on the big one down the field. Did some other good things on some underneath passing games. So, overall, we just got to be cleaner. But I think there was opportunities there.
Did you get a little scared with the ankle there again at one point today?
Yeah, it got tweaked a little bit. Just kind of nature of what it is. Just get hit the wrong way, and you can tweak it at any moment.
You mentioned him trying to catch. Is that what he's capable of doing? And could you kind of speak just to that play and him going up and getting the ball for you there?
Yeah, it was a great job by him. I had to make sure the backside corner wasn't falling off into that zone, and the guy was kind of on his heels at that point, so just tried to give him a chance to go up and make a play, and he did that. He's shown that multiple times, in practice and a few times in the games, not so far. So, a lot of confidence going his way. I had one earlier in the first half. If I just had a half a second longer to get the ball off clean, we're going to have an opportunity, down the field. So, he's doing a good job, not only on the down the field stuff for us, but understanding what we're doing underneath. He was a part of a few checks today and did a good job in some of the checks. So, I think his confidence is growing, and my confidence in him is definitely growing.
How much has both Traylon and Chig kind of earned your trust over the course of the season? Because it seems both of them are starting to make the big plays that the pass game needs.
Yeah, no question. I have a ton of confidence in both those guys as well as the other guys, Robert and Austin and Nick Westbrook as well. So, the more those guys start making plays, then, of course, as a quarterback, gives you a lot of confidence to put a ball in their direction and have faith that they're going to make a play for you.
This team obviously coming off is probably its best offensive performance against the Packers. How much with 6 games to go, you guys need to maybe find consistency to kind of enter the postseason with some momentum?
Yeah, every game is a little bit different. We just have to go out and try to execute one play at a time. Every run's not going to be a home run. I want to be efficient in the run game, and then take advantage of opportunities that arise in the pass game. So, like I said, we did some good things today. Just have to be cleaner and overall as an offense make more plays and finish those drives with touchdowns.
How comfortable are you guys right now at 10-10, 13-13, games like this into the second half?
I mean, yeah, comfortable. Yeah, we're trying to go out and win a game, no matter what the score is. Whether it's a low-scoring game or a high-scoring game, our job is to go score more points than the other team. So, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to: is finding a way to score points and put more points on the board than the other team.
With the 6 points in the second half, is there something that you could put a finger on and say what you guys could do better to be more consistent in the second half?
Finishing drives could help, just being able to get in the end zone when we're down there. And we had some opportunities where we stubbed our toe a little bit and then stopped drives that had chances to keep going. So just overall, like I keep saying, I sound like a broken record, but just got to be cleaner and make more plays consistently throughout the game.
What's that same concept apply to the 0-for-3 in the red zone today? That's unusual.
Yeah, like I said, it's unusual. We put a lot of focus and intention and practice down in the red zone, pride ourselves on being good down there. And today we didn't execute well enough.
What's it feeling like, Ryan? You guys see the kick the field goal, think you get a chance for maybe a 2-minute drive and then flag and pretty much game's over, maybe not deflating. Is that?
Yeah, it was a crushing moment. You know, I was talking through 2-minute adjustments on the sideline with my receivers. Had a lot of confidence that we were going to go down there and, you know, get a touchdown and either kick it to tie it or go for 2 to win it, you know, depending on what Vrabel wanted to do. So a ton of confidence in our group and definitely on the sideline there. And then, you know, what happened, and it's definitely, you know, a crushing feeling.
Were they doing something particularly well on defense today? It looked like it was probably tough going as you might have had all year.
Yeah, they executed, we didn't. They had a plan, came in to execute it, and we didn't do our job in the run game.
It's a rare thing for you guys, but do you think they wound up being the more physical team?
I would think so, because, you know, we just couldn't get nothing started in the run game, and like I said, they had a plan, they came in to execute it, and they played better than we did.
What do you feel like you guys need to do better maybe moving forward to keep that from happening?
I mean, you just go back to work, watch the film, learn from it, go back to work, focus on improving, focus on getting better. Another game coming up next Sunday, learn from this one, and just get back to work.
Did they do any more run blitzing maybe than teams normally do against y'all?
I mean, they blitzed nickel some, and I mean, they shot the gaps with the backers. But at the end of the day, we got rules, we got things, you know, to block that and do what we need to do. But as collectively, we didn't do our job.
How much difference does Ben make when he's in there with his experience playing center?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Ben's smart. He knows the ins and outs of this offense, and he's a big part of what we do. And, you know, we went out there today, so, I mean, that wasn't no excuse. We just had to execute better and be locked in, all 11 of us.
I know it's a long season. How much do the losses motivate you? How upset should this team be about this one?
Yeah, this one definitely, you know, it hurts. But at the end of the day, you know, you just got to learn and grow from it. And like I said, and, you know, come in tomorrow and watch the film and see what we need to correct and fix and get better, and then focus on improving into the next one.
You were on your way to the end zone, then the ball got punched out there. How long are you going to carry that? And, like, you know, as you look back on that, what went wrong?
I can't harp on that. You know, thank God trailers run to the ball. We end up scoring. I got to have better ball security. No excuses about me. Got to carry the ball better, be more attentive for where, you know, where the defense is at. But you got to carry the ball high and tight. You know, that's what you're supposed to do as a running back. And, you know, got to learn from it and be better next time.
Frustrating that this team, which has been so good in the red zone, struggled today. I think it was 0 of 3 and inside the 20.
Yeah, definitely frustrating. And we want to get down there, you want to get points. And, you know, we strung some plays together to get down there. Just couldn't, you know, get in the end zone. And, you know, that means we got to get back to work and focus on getting better.
Something about this team for you guys? I think this is the last 3 in a row they've gotten you, and they've all kind of looked the same.
I don't know. Just, you know, they've been playing better the last 2 times we faced them. Maybe see them again, you know, try to play better the next time. But, yeah, I know. That's definitely in the back of my mind, and, you know, just got to move on from it.
This is Chris Yao with Main Street Sports Today. Every show, Mo Patton and I welcome friends from all across the sports landscape, from high school coaches and reporters to national, college, and pro sports personalities. You never know who might stop by for a chat. AP Tennessee sports editor, 3-time Tennessee Sports Writer of the Year 2020 TSWA Hall of Famer. She covers the Titans, the Predators, the Grizzlies, college football, and hoops. Please make welcome Teresa Walker.
Former University of Tennessee, former Team USA Olympian, ex-Cy Young Award winner, R.A. Dickey. R.A., did I miss anything?
Man, that was sweet. Yeah, I need to listen to that before I go to bed every night. That was nice.
Has 5 sports Emmys. That's not bad for the other guy in Wham, Ryan McGee.
The other guy in Wham married the best-looking girl, Bananarama, so the other guy in Wham had a pretty good life.
From preps to pros, we're taking on the sports topics you care about. Tune in across Main Street Media social platforms at 2 p.m. or on demand on your podcast distribution platform of choice.